on Top 5. Top 5 snacks to bring to game night. That's right, everybody. Whether you're watching a game or playing a game, board, table, or video, you won't have a board game if you bring snacks.
That's not entirely true.
Oh, come on. If you don't bring snacks, you're going to have a board game. But Matthew, I'm curious, what do you have for your number 5 snack to bring to game night?
My number 5 snack is a classic 100% absolute winner with a huge caveat. Because my number 5...
This caveat sounds like a side dish.
No. Caveat is fish eggs, and they put it on top. Okay. Yum, yum, yum. No, don't eat fish eggs. No, my number 5 is a good solid pizza, with the caveat being a buttload of napkins or paper towels.
Pizza sounds more like a meal than a snack.
It depends on how you do it. Now, you don't want like a big, thick pan pizza, but if you get yourself like a crisp crust pizza with 1 or 2 toppings or something that has like mixed veggies on it, it's a good kind of noshy thing where people can eat if they want, not eat if they want. But again, there's a possibility of grease depending on, who's doing your pizza. So you want to make sure, sleeve whatever your gaming accessory things are if you can. Make sure people have tons of napkins. And tell Todd that if he gets grease on your Scrabble board one more time, that he's banned. Todd.
Yeah, there you go, Todd. My number 5, Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, think about that. Who doesn't love a Sour Patch Kid? And if you got a big old bowl of Sour Patch Kids sitting right there by the table for everybody to just dip into for their snacky times, oh man, you're going to have a good game night. Sour Patch Kids, my number 5. Yeah. That brings us to number 4, Matthew. I'm interested what meal you have down for your number 4 snack to bring to game night.
My number 4, actually, I have a specific one in mind, but my number 4 is a very generic term. A couple of years ago, when my kids started working at Starbucks, they also started going to the local Target and buying off the shelf these weird trail mixes. And they'll be strange. It's like this one has like just shavings of coconut, it has chocolate, and it has, raisins from East Hill or whatever it is. And you can get some that are really, weird mixes where it's like, I don't know, some pretzels and some sort of Turkish delight. And I think just a tiny bit of cigarette ash, whatever it is. But a trail mix, first of all, easy to do. A lot of times, depending on who you are, you can like make one with what's in your house. Yeah. But if you have a good trail mix, you don't necessarily have that grease problem. You don't have like an issue with things melting, because a traditional trail mix, the only chocolate is going to be melting in your mouth and not in your hand in a shell. And it does give you that option where if you want to sit there and pick out, all of just the raisins and eat all the golden raisins so that nobody gets any golden raisins and you're a jerk, Todd.
Sounds like Matthew has something against Todd. You better watch out, Todd. I think Matthew's gunning for you.
But, trail mix, my number 4, it's a really
trail mix is fun, and it's good to make your own little stuff. Like we'll have a packet of, we have little snack packs because we have kids that eat nonstop. Right. So there's, a little packet of pretzels. There's a little packet of nuts. We have a string cheese out the wazoo in the refrigerator. And you can just grab like those 3 things, break up some string cheese, throw in some pretzels and a bag of nuts. And man, you've got a quick little snack right there. That's pretty healthy, but probably a little bit more healthy than my number 4, cheesy popcorn. Popcorn covered in the cheesy stuff, not like nacho cheese, but like the powdered cheese stuff that's baked on there.
It's powder. It's the same stuff they put in like a Kraft mac and cheese, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it kind of looks like that, but it's good. I like that. But again, as Matthew said, some people may poo-poo your idea of bringing stuff that leaves a golden coating across all of your materials, whether that be cups, chairs, game pieces, or more. And certainly, if you're someone that has a lot of facial hair, the cheesy stuff will definitely be apparent when you walk home at 1 a.m. and your wife starts accusing you of going out with another popcorn maker. So there you go. My number 4, cheesy popcorn.
Do you ever do the thing where you mix the cheesy popcorn with the caramel popcorn and you get caramel cheese?
No, not really. I'm not a big. I will occasionally have like a caramel popcorn or a toffee, caramel toffee and almond popcorn, but I'm not a big sugary popcorn fan. I like the cheesy popcorn, obviously, and I like the buffalo barbecue flavored popcorn, the spicy stuff.
I have never heard of that.
Oh man, there's a company. I don't know our local convenience store gas station.
Mm-hmm.
They used to work with somebody here in town called Popped that used to make, they make popcorn, but for whatever reason they transitioned to some national brand, and they have all sorts of different flavors of popcorn that shows up. And my favorite are the spicy buffalo flavor and the cheesy popcorn. But they also have mac and cheese and caramel and cinnamon and all the other stuff. There was a rainbow flavored one the other day that
what
it was pretty gross. I know it's pretty gross, but I mean it had like think of it as like a candy coating on the popcorn, but it was like red and yellow and purple and green, and it was gross.
Right. I didn't like color palette.
I had a handful of it and then I gave it away because it's just like gross. Too much sugar. I don't like sugar on my popcorn. So there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to enter our number 3 snack to bring to game night. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about patreon.com/major spoilers. You'll notice that we're short a person again this week.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we can't afford that person anymore. You want to fix that? You want to make sure that we have plenty of people to share their thoughts on a top 5? Then how about heading over to patreon.com/major spoilers and kick in a few bucks so we can bring the show to you, full cast, every time that a show is supposed to come out. Not next week, because, we're off that week. But patreon.com/major spoilers. That's where you want to go. All right, Matthew, what do you have for your number 3?
My number 3 actually is probably more of a breakfast item. I feel like
you have bacon down as your number 3
No,
snack.
because that would be greasy. But I am to understand that this is one of the traditional British breakfast foods.
Yeah.
So my number 3 is lobster thermidor au cravate with a Mornay sauce, shallots, aubergines, garnished with a truffle pate, brandy, a fried egg on top, and spam.
Sounds more like a meal than a snack.
See, you say that, and you say too much sugar, and I just sit here and I just stare at you blankly in fat because I'm just like.
Which brings me to my number 3. My number 3, you can't just eat sugary covered meals every time. Sometimes you need a little roughage to help everything go through. My number 3, a veggie tray. Put in a little bit of carrots, put in some radishes, put in a broccoli, no cauliflower, no celery. If your veggie tray includes celery, you're an evil person, and you should be banned from game night. Apparently, this is where I'm supposed to say, Todd. You're banned from game night, Todd. If you bring celery again, Todd. Apparently, it's gang up on Todd night. Yeah, but a good veggie tray is always an enjoyable treat. A lot of people just include ranch with their veggie tray, but there are other dips that are out there. Hummus could be something that you can include with your veggie tray. You might include some kind of a spicy thing or a cheesy thing with that. But a veggie tray, my number 3.
Nice. See, I like a blue cheese with my veggie tray.
I mean, I don't like eating mold directly. I like, secondary mold, but not mold directly. But maybe we will have mold or not have mold in our number 2, Matthew.
Well, my number 2 should not have mold, but I mean, sometimes I go to the local Kroger affiliate and you get what you get. But it's actually very similar to your plate of crudité, as Dr. Oz would say. My number 2 is a nice charcuterie, or as we call it in Kansas, some summer sausage and crackers and cheese.
Yeah.
And I say summer sausage specifically because, again, you have that grease issue. Summer sausage has a lot less of it, and it's like actually in, part and parcel of the meat type food. So you can like stick it on a cracker. You can eat 1 piece. You can eat 2 pieces. It allows you to have like your portion control, but also, when you have the guy at the end of the table who's eating all of the sausage, Todd, you can also balance it out. You still have some cheese.
Yeah,
some
throw in
crackers.
some vegetable or throw on some fruits on there, some grapes, some I don't know, those golden raisins that you love so much.
Well, amazing. See, I love the moondrop grapes. Those are good. Or sometimes we get like little pre-cut hunks of pineapple, but pineapple and grapes both have that. Sometimes you get that little squish problem. Little
Oh,
drips
not if you
here
do
and
it
there.
right. Not if you do it right. Anyway, my number 2. What game night isn't complete without cocktail shrimp?
Every game night so far in my life. But
Well,
go on.
you're doing it wrong. Way to go, Todd. You're ruining Matthew's game night. Bring some cocktail shrimp for this man.
I just
bring the fancy shrimp dipping sauce, not to be confused with marinara sauce. But
right. You get the remoulade.
Knock yourself out with a nice shrimp cocktail for everybody, or just a big old pile of it. After about 2 or 3 hours of gameplay, you guys are going to be hungry. The cocktail shrimp has just been sitting over there by the heater all night, just waiting for you guys to dive in at break time. Take your break, go enjoy your cocktail shrimp, and then get back to your game, which will suddenly turn into a game of Russian roulette.
Oh man! You can just keep it on the windowsill. It'll be fine. It's usually cold where I live.
Yeah, it was 100 degrees in the middle of October today. So
I know, right? Just our state is a nightmare.
We have made it to our number ones. And Matthew, what do you have as your number one snack to bring to game night?
My number one snack is not merely a great snack. It's a snack that you can eat anywhere.
Oh, I think we may have the same number one.
Oh, we may. It is a snack that does not require you to eat a whole bunch of them. You can put like one in your mouth. So if you have to speak as part of the game, you don't. But it is also one that comes in now infinite varieties. Apparently, you can get them in plain and peanut and caramel and pumpkin spice. And I think now they have like chai tea and like cheese flavored. But M&Ms are my number one. You get a big bag of M&Ms, or as we call them at my house, just M's, because some of them are broken. They claim they're M&Ms, but every once in a while you pull one out. It's clearly a 3
or a W.
You'll have one. That's a W. That one over here is an E. But yeah, that's actually one of the first games that my child learned to play with us. Was not any of the board games. It was, this one's broken. It's a 3. So imagine a 4-year-old telling you that all night long.
I thought maybe we were going to end up with the same number one, but I guess we didn't.
Is yours a burrito? It's a burrito.
No, my number one, chocolate covered strawberries. What game night is not complete without? Listen, you start off with the Sour Patch Kids, and then after everybody's starting to get a little buzzed, you carb them up a little bit with the cheesy popcorn. Then the veggie tray comes out, so everybody doesn't feel like they're a big old loser for just eating junk food all night. And then you round it off with some warm cocktail shrimp. And then as the little dessert before everyone goes into the last round of Twilight Imperium, you break out the chocolate covered strawberries and you are the hero of the night, Todd.
But
chocolate covered strawberries.
When I realized that the lifestyle of the common phone monkey and the lifestyle of the highfalutin college educator are sometimes widely divergent.
I'm going to bet that you make a lot more money as a phone monkey than I do as an instructor. So there you go. So chocolate covered strawberries. You just listen. You can just go buy some
strawberry kind of money. I'll tell you. I mean,
strawberries are not that expensive. We go through strawberries. We go through a whole big old giant.
You gotta like melt the chocolate and you double boil it and you gotta dip
well, you could, or if you're going with the instructor salary, you go to the store and they sell these little cups of chocolate that you just pop in the microwave for like 30 seconds. And then you've got a chocolate that you can just dip your strawberries into. Or if you want to go even a step lower in the price range, you go and you get some Hershey's ice cream topping sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And so there you go. For $5, you can feed like 30 people with chocolate covered strawberries.
So what you're saying is you've got Hershey's money. Oh, luxury is what it is.
Yeah. Or whatever it is. It's probably Walmart brand. Great value ice cream.
And you know
chocolate
who manages
covering.
that Walmart? Todd.
Way to go, Todd. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Our top 5 snacks to bring to game night. What are you going to bring to game night? Is it going to be something delicious, like a veggie tray? Or are you going to be like Todd and bring cantaloupe again?
You bring cantaloupe in my house.
Yeah, Todd's not invited to my game night anymore after he brought cantaloupe that one time. One time. That's all it takes. One time, Todd. Anyway, you can head over to our Discord server. You can join our Discord server absolutely free. And in this day and age, when you are either a phone monkey or an educator, free is actually something you jump for, including that free shrimp that I got from that guy on the corner of the street last week.
Yeah. Oh, it's always good to buy shrimp off the back of a van.
No, it was free. It was free. I didn't have to pay anything for it. I just dump it in a tray and open up a jar of marinara sauce, and there we go. Game night. Game night. Anyway, share your top 5 over there in the top 5 channel over at the Major Spoilers Discord. Why? Because everybody loves a list.